It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.
Pancakes.
Guys.
Waffles. He was still
Look at
talking when you pulled this
Coffeehouse,
one down.
Dan.
Can I show you guys something?
My ladies.
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Everybody wants to see how I flatten out my keto pizza dough.
I could have just pulled the website up and shared it.
So let's do that. You're gonna need 2 baking sheets. Line them.
Liza really likes
one
this
with
video for
parchment
some
paper.
reason.
Put your dough on there. Line it with parchment paper again.
I watch
Make
it all
sure
the
your dough's in the
time.
center.
Yeah,
That's why it's doing so good.
Put it on the floor. That's why.
Look at it.
I'm telling you, I do this all the time.
You'll feel it moving around.
With videos like this, you can tell how small
Oh,
Sherry actually is. She's
I have a very
tiny.
small kitchen too. Like it's long, but like my cabinets are short. That's a regular.
wait, are you literally stepping on her pizza dough right now?
No,
There's a baking sheet between the dough, but yeah. I got tired of trying to roll and pin. I said, "Fuck it," and it's keto pizza, so it's the dough. It's not the same consistency as regular pizza dough.
No wonder you said you'd make $400 from that video. Hell yeah, you would.
No, the dark spots are where they only flour, actually. Just
You
like
can
to
tell
stick a little bit more.
because her boobs
Now
almost
you
touch
can make
the stove top.
your pizza. Put whatever you want on it.
The stove hits me like right here.
It's called fat head dough.
Just below the boobs.
It's also low carb.
Yeah.
I hope that helps, Liza.
I hope that helps, Liza. He likes it because you say
I don't
your
know if
name.
cupcake was
I hope that helps,
Oh,
Liza.
there's
Were you
cupcakes.
entertained?
I was. She says.
She thought I was crazy.
She thought it was
Welcome to my house.
I love you, Trey. You're so adorable.
Karen was so well behaved.
What?
I said, and Karen was so well behaved.
She was, because she was getting to squish shit. Usually when there's violence involved, she's happy.
It's fine. So, Rabbit, did you figure out what you're gonna eat?
Currently I'm looking at the Taco Bell menu.
Oh
That's
god,
not
Taco
pancake.
Bell the other day, my guts hurt.
I know. I don't know what I
So-
want.
How did last night go? Sorry guys, I was up for...
That's okay. You slept. That's good. We actually had a good time. The only problem is my youngest decided to pull the router,
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
was
in the middle of it.
exciting.
and I was gone. There was no. I couldn't even get back up and let everybody know what's going on. I left a message in WhatsApp. Didn't even think that they wouldn't probably want to play it, so I didn't type it out.
But I did get back. We did get everything back, and we played
Bracketeering.
Yeah, I was gonna say bracketeering is a
then
normal one, not another family game night.
Fibbage,
Did you guys play the fling
Enough
game?
About you.
No,
I fell
I
asleep
was
too
worried
early
that
last
was going
night
to take
too.
up too much processing speeds.
Mm.
So with everything that was going on, I was like, let's keep it to the ones that probably would. We did Fibbage Enough About You, which is the one where you talk about yourselves. So you have to see what they're lying about them. So we get to know each other with that one. I like that one.
There's one of them on, I can't remember which Jackbox it is, but it's you make up lies about the other people in your group.
I think that was the one we did last night, wasn't it?
I'll have to go back and look.
It was, some of them are do that. It's Enough About You. And that's one I like, actually.
I feel like we did that last night.
Yeah, we did.
Hi,
The first part
Jellybean.
about it is the first round, you tell a truth, and then everyone else tells lies.
I played it with, I would have to get a hold of the Gophers because I played with the Gophers before when they did Jackbox games on their TikTok lives.
I need to get the newest
The
Fibbage though, because we're
Gophers.
starting to know all the
Gophers.
answers.
Gophers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a gopher. You tell me to go for this, and I go for it.
Go for it.
It's Lady Gopher, a bearded gopher on TikTok. Did I have a good nap? I was up for 26 straight hours. We got home and it was probably around 3:30 here. I got the groceries put away. I came in, I laid down, I woke up at midnight. No, you went to sleep. I was up until 6 o'clock this morning. However, I found a yogurt that I like that's keto friendly that Walmart has. It's called Ratio.
Oh.
I know what that is. Do they have little black jars? No, those are the wheat jars. Never mind.
It's got it's like a thicker consistency
Burning.
than yogurt, but it's really good.
Good morning.
I was a bad kid. We went to Olive Garden, and honestly, I wasn't disappointed this time.
Did they change did they go back to their real?
The breadsticks, I don't know, but they were either super fresh or they actually made them themselves, but I doubt it.
Part of me just wants to get a dozen of donuts from Dunkin' and just eat that all day.
I mean, that's what you want to do.
It's Sunday. Sunday's my free day.
The Alfredo sauce didn't taste like it came out of the jar.
Oh, that's cool.
So there was that.
Nice.
So they're having this big thing on TikTok about the inverted filter.
That's been around for like over a year.
I know, but people are really freaking about it. So I went on it. You know, I look the same. To me, I look the same, and I know
I have this camera set up.
Symmetrical, so it's weird.
Well, I've got this camera set up as a mirror, so it's inverted. Vixie showed it to me the other day. It was funny. Merlin brother, you were a bad kid and you had stuffed crust pizza.
Hi, hubby.
So we got home and Justin made dinner, and he made teriyaki chicken with eggplant and squash and zucchini and mushrooms with udon noodles, and I didn't get it. I was sleeping.
Oh no, you missed the udons?
I did. I got to think about eating noodles and rice after they've done. If you stick them in the fridge, I won't touch them again.
No,
Rice I will, but I eat it like
rice if I'm gonna make
oatmeal.
sushi, but I'm not reheating rice.
I like it with warm milk
and
brown sugar and maybe some raisins or something.
Actually, I'm a liar.
Like rice
It's
pudding.
sushi.
Yeah,
or,
only without the egg.
Or if I'm making fried rice, I'll reuse rice, but otherwise I won't touch it.
When I was younger, I was even more allergic to eggs than I am now.
Hi, hubby.
So even rice pudding would make me really sick. So that was the closest thing I could eat to rice pudding. But I love it for breakfast.
I've never actually had eggplant.
Yeah.
Eggplant's not bad if it's cooked right. It can be really squishy if it's kind of.
So it's basically like zucchini if you don't cook it right.
Yeah.
I don't really like eggplant very much.
Eggplant parmesan is like one of my favorites. I've only had it like a few times in my life, but I really
My Nana loved eggplant, and I never ate it. up until probably a decade ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, if I didn't like the way that something looked, the way it smelled, or the name of it, I would not eat it. I was a very picky eater. Crawfish, boudin, 2 in the morning. You're good all day.
Never heard of it.
You gotta suck your
Egg,
head.
Vermont cheddar, spinach, and pesto on a croissant. Sound like a winner? That sounds
No!
Yeah, that does sound like a winner.
You said tomato.
Yeah.
Spinach and pesto. I don't like tomato.
That
No.
sounds good.
Spinach.
That sounds good. Yep.
Olive
Yep.
Garden has spinach artichoke dip.
Gluten free, and they got bread. It's bread. It's not bread. Bread. BREAD.
It's vegan bread. It was. I mean, I ate it, but I was.
Is the carry for the Parmesan?
They got ice cream there too. Oh man.
Oh, they have
Hubby, that's because you don't eat vegetables.
Just because you don't eat vegetables.
You don't
No
eat
vegetables.
I want that, and I want
Unless
some
they're raw.
broth.
He doesn't eat raw vegetables with me.
So we forgot to get stuff like sausage. Justin wanted sausage for the truck, but we forgot to pick that up yesterday. And we forgot to pick up peanut butter.
Oh, that's important.
I love peanut butter.
Because I got to make them cookies.
Oh shit!
I really
forgot.
enjoy my sugar-free peanut butter. That's actually pretty
I've
good.
got organic natural peanut butter, and I tried making the cookies out of those, and they're okay. Like, they were good.
Yeah, I'm awake. Are you ready to come over?
Out of the oven, after they cooled down, I was like,
Currently, I'm live
Oh.
on StreamYard, and I'm about to order breakfast from the corner social because I'm hungry.
This is how I make it. I make what we call
Yeah,
Spanish
it's a
rice,
little
which I
cafe
know
in
isn't really
town.
Spanish rice. It's just what we called it my whole life, so that's what I call it. What you do is you cut up at least a pound of bacon and
No, it's
you
it's on the
fry
same
it.
block.
till it's crispy. And then you add lots of bell peppers and onions, diced fairly fine. And you saute that until the onions are clear. And then you add that to at least 4 cups of uncooked rice that's been cooked. So that about doubles, right? So it's about 8 cups of rice. Ish. And then you add tomato sauce and diced tomatoes. And I just put Lawry's and black pepper on it. And then we do Polish sausage sliced into
You're
medallion.
making gumbo over there. What you talking about?
But that's it. That's where I stop.
Oh.
So I can't. Sometimes we call it. Now, when I put in the leftover chicken and steak,
I'm
in it
getting a
too,
latte, and they have the option for half and half. I'm getting a whole half and half latte, baby. I'm so
Yum
excited.
yum. And it's called a breve. Actually, I don't know why people don't use it.
Because they don't know.
But
because we are
but
educated
we
by
call that
Starbucks.
no fish jambalaya.
Mm-hmm.
So Cherry might actually like that no fish jambalaya.
I can
There's
eat
everything in it but the fish.
In it, but... Now, don't get me wrong. I will eat fish and seafood if I'm right next to water or I've caught it myself. I won't process it myself, but I'll catch it.
So if you have caught it, you can eat it. But if
Yeah.
it's come from somewhere else, you will not eat it.
Mm-mm. I'm that picky.
That makes sense.
Well, that
I'm
makes
like that with
sense,
some
yeah.
stuff.
Well, the thing is like every place I've ever been to that I've tried to eat seafood at, the shrimp is either not deveined correctly or super rubbery.
Overcooked shrimp is the worst.
Mm-hmm. Fish, if it's got like a heavy fishy taste to it,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
I like white fish, like
Yeah.
like I can eat cod and halibut.
Yeah.
I really like salmon.
I'm not a big fan of salmon.
It's a texture issue with me.
Salmon.
I don't know what it is
Like
with me. I
salmon from
don't like it.
Alaska. Like
I
real
do like whitefish. I did not just cod, not just salmon, like actual whitefish.
Uh-huh.
Walleye's good too, but you can only
Walleye
get it
is. I fucking love walleye.
Walleye's
Catfish.
great, but you have
The
to get it
only way
yourself.
I'll eat catfish is if you deep fry that shit. And a
The
lot of
only
people
way
give
I
me
eat it if it's farmed. I will not eat wild catfish.
Oh fuck, I will. We fucking you go through a line in a fucking river around Kansas and it ain't nothing but cat out here.
I like catfish too, yeah.
Trout is good too. Rainbow
and a
trout's
lot
my
of people
favorite.
give me shit, but they don't understand. When I used to go out to Lake Erie with my papa, we went perch fishing. I fucking love perch. I won't eat fucking carp, but I'll eat the fuck out of perch.
Perch is wonderful.
Yes.
Now tilapia, I can't eat tilapia.
Not. It is a non-nutritional
Tilapia makes
fish.
me like have anaphylactic shock.
Oh
Like,
wow!
it closes
There's
up
no
my
nutritional value to
throat.
tilapia, right?
Huh?
There's no nutritional value whatsoever to tilapia.
I believe
I've
it.
never heard that.
Yeah, absolutely nothing to it.
They're like farm raised.
How can a living thing not have any nutritional value?
It's either it has none or it doesn't have enough. But people eat it, and doctors are like, "Why are you eating it? You're eating the wrong fish." I don't like it. It reminds me of carp.
I mean, it probably has some protein.
Trout, I'll eat rainbow trout.
Rainbow trout's the best. I've only ever had that I've caught though.
But I really don't eat a lot of fish anymore because of
it's
that,
trash
that
fish.
problem with the tilapia. Like, that scared me away from fish. So I sometimes will eat fish, but
No,
even
don't get me
tuna,
wrong.
like, I won't hardly eat tuna anymore either.
Oh, I'll eat
I
shit
love
out of tuna. I don't care if it's got dolphin
Tuna's
in it
not
or
even.
not.
I don't consider tuna fish.
No.
It's not even. It's a protein.
Yeah. And I don't
But
care if it's got,
that scares
like I
me.
just said, I don't
Like,
care if it's got dolphin in it. I'll eat that shit.
Dolphin
Sorry,
is
that's a bad
good.
joke.
The fish, dolphin
Dolphins
fish.
are so cute, though.
I know,
they're
but they're
like
also
the
very
Labrador
rapey.
of the sea.
They're also very rapey, honey.
They're very rapey.
Yes.
I didn't
You know, cows
that.
are
I've never
cute,
been
but
around.
I eat a steak. Nobody think twice about it.
Right?
That's true. That's true. Cows.
Chicken or little velociraptors, I eat the fuck out of them.
Oh, I hate them. I'll
That's
eat them till the day is
true.
done. I hate chicken. Little assholes.
That's true.
I'll eat a rabbit. Nobody's business either, too.
Oh, I'll eat rabbit.
Like some good stuff.
Yeah, rabbit is good.
See? Doesn't matter if it's cute. It's delicious.
It is.
I've had so many vegans and vegetarians and ovo-lactose come to my house and leave not a vegetarian anymore.
We used to hunt for rabbit and ptarmigan and all sorts of stuff up in Alaska.
Ptarmigan are supposed to be super easy to clean, though. Like, you can literally just
rip the
do
breast.
that.
Guys, I gotta
out.
leave and
We
come
can do that
back.
with rabbit.
My neighbor called me, so the sound is off. I'll be right back.
Okay.
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 But, yeah, no, from what I've seen, ptarmigan is super easy to clean.
I don't know what
and
ptarmigan
It
is.
is.
What is
Yeah.
it's a bird.
It's a
very
it's
fuzzy
the
bird.
The bird of Alaska.
Oh.
It's a white bird. Well, white during winter and
Mhm.
oh.
I've had venison, but I've never had moose. I've had elk. Elk is amazing, by the way. If you cook it right.
Moose is amazing.
I've never had it.
It's delicious.
I've never had caribou, and I really want to try it.
Well, when it comes
Caribou's
down to
okay.
eating any kind of wild meat, it's all in the preparation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It really is.
Try one
Because
more
I've had
time, guys.
goose
It
that
also
is delicious,
is like
and I've had goose that is terrible.
Oh yeah, I've had duck that was horrible.
yeah,
they
duck
didn't
is-
render it enough.
Right.
It's usually greasy.
Duck is if it's prepared right, yes, it is very greasy. But it's good.
Jelly bean.
Pheasant. I fucking love pheasant. And we have pheasant hunts. And pheasant's actually a season here for hunting.
Yeah. Or I grew up there.
I think the strangest thing that I've eaten is whale.
Oh.
I think that's the strangest thing that I've eaten.
I had swordfish. It was terrible.
And it was actually good. It
Yeah.
was a little rubbery, but the taste was flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
but they wanted me to dip it in seal oil, and I couldn't get over the smell of seal oil because seal oil has it's very, very fishy. Like you open it up and it's like
on in my
it
face.
just hits you.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you done with your phone call now? Are you done with your phone call now?
Yeah.
Okay. You've had kangaroo? I've never had kangaroo. Pixie hates chicken so much, if you give her a reason and an opportunity, she'll process one from living to chicken dinner without a second thought.
Damn.
True story. I hate chickens. I think they're assholes.
They are.
We got hubby. We had chickens, and hubby's out there making friends with them. I'm like, quit making friends with them.
That's dinner.
He loved those chickens. We never ate them.
Guys, when we were talking about Cherry stomping on a pizza dough earlier, my sister had sent me a video at the same time. It's kind of ironic because it fits the bill. Let's see if I can get it to go.
Is it Cherry?
Stomping on something.
Always saw.
Oh, stomping on a person.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like when I walk on Justin's back.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that would be me. Put up and down on Justin's back.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I was just like, damn.
Kangaroo was good.
So, my father was big into hunting growing up, and people have gone, oh, dove is not as bad as you think it is. I didn't know the difference. It's not
when
as
you
bad
said dove, I thought you meant the chocolate, and then I realized you were talking about the bird.
Like the bird.
There can't be a lot of meat on those.
They're not. They're like pheasant. You got to have a lot of them.
See, we did bigger game. We didn't do a lot of little game. We didn't even, we didn't hunt wild rabbit. We just grew ours.
Yeah.
You know? Just throw them in a corn bed. There'll be a whole bunch of them in a couple hours.
Justin would kill me if I tried to make turtle soup.
Turtle soup? My great-grandfather yelled at me for 4 hours once when I left a snapping turtle at the beach. It was
that was dinner.
This big.
I've never had turtle, but I want to try.
And he yelled at me for hours. I'm like, dude, I couldn't lift the thing. We had to get it to clamp onto a stick, and four of us had to drag it so we could drive the car out. You know?
Oh,
and
so
because he wanted turtle soup so bad, he was so mad.
When we lived at
go
the
back
old
there and
house,
find it.
We had a 5-acre pond that was stocked, and there was other wildlife that made it to the pond itself. We had a sandhill crane that lived out there. We had we had 4 different species of turtles. We had all sorts of crazy shit out there. Anyway, I found out that snapping turtles really like hot dogs the first time I fished that pond, because I went out there and I threw my line, and the next thing I know, my teenager at the time was not a teenager, but he was screaming, and I look over, and all I see is this thing that's about as big as my hand doing like this at the top of the water. And then I see this head come up, and I'm like, oh my God, it's going to kill me. It looks like a fucking sea monster. It was a fucking snapping turtle.
Oh, they get big.
Wow.
He was about as big around as Justin is.
Mm-hmm.
So, he was huge. He ended up dying during one of the winters, and when the pond drained out, because it drained out itself, his shell was left at the bottom of the pond, and the possums had gone and cleaned him out.
Oh, did you keep the shell?
I wanted to, but Justin wouldn't let me.
Good drums.
Yeah, but Justin wouldn't let me.
Rude.
I know. I told him I could bring it in.
We used to just nail it to the shed, on the ground, but nail it so that things would come clean it out and not take.
Well, and I wanted to take it, and I was going to put it in a big pot, whether I put it on the grill or I brought it in the house. I was going to boil it down to clean everything else off of it, but he wouldn't undo it. We mainly kept chickens for the eggs. Never got the chance to eat them. Predators kept getting in. Yeah,
such a predator.
I was pragmatic about that for all of them until we got chipped. Oh no! You picked a chicken.
there was this little chick that I got, and she was the same color as I use pine chips in the for bedding instead of straw because it's less dusty. So it's better for the chickens and for us.
Yeah.
Because chickens got little respiratory systems. I think if they get allergic to all that dust, the way we do, they can't breathe and die. And then I don't get my eggs and my chicken.
Yeah.
It's terrible. So anyway, so this little chick is like the same color. She almost is camouflage, right? But she follows hubby around like he's mom.
Uh-huh.
You know? And she would let him carry she let him carry her like under his arm and stuff. She just decided that he was her person, and after the predators got in, that was it. Hubby said no more chickens.
Yeah. Aww.
He was good for the first couple of times because the predators down here are more like in some areas you can have chickens outside.
Yeah.
And just like in Michigan, ours just roamed. We didn't have a pen for them. They just were
like
over.
here you can. It's funny because I live in a very small town. We have less than 1,000 people here. And there's 3 or 4 people within town that have chicken coops in their yards. And it's normal.
Yeah.
Back home, I mean, you had to live in the country. And you had to make sure that you had it raised enough to where the rattlesnakes couldn't get in. But
well, and then I had buried the wire under the ground so nothing could dig in. And the coop was big enough for people to walk into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And had closed doors, and it had rocks all along the edge of it. But somehow stuff kept getting in.
Wow.
And sometimes they wouldn't leave anything.
Was it
and we
like
would
a
have
weasel?
up to 30 birds.
Was it a weasel or was it?
I don't know. We have
I guess you didn't.
We have panthers, and we have
it could have whatever it was. It could have burrowed in, or it could have just.
It could have been a local cat. For raccoons. But raccoons are really. See, that's the other thing. Raccoons are really skinny down here.
Not here. They're fat motherfuckers. Oh yeah, they're fat as shit.
Down here, they're like little chihuahuas with extra long legs.
Not here, man. The biggest one I think I've ever seen was at the old house, and he was old as shit. He was old and he was fat.
We would have ones in Michigan that were bigger than babies.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
The one that I'm talking about, he was probably a good 75 pounds, and the way that I kept the raccoons out of the trash here was I would feed them leftovers. It would keep the wildlife away from the house because I would take the leftovers across the property. But it would keep the predators out of my yard, and it would keep them out of my trash.
Yeah.
And a lot of our friends were like, "Why are you doing that?" And I'm like, "I'm not trying to pick up trash all over the fucking yard because the raccoons got into it." But I can tell you this much: every night, it didn't matter, winter, summer, spring, or fall, those motherfuckers at 3:14 a.m. every motherfucking night were running across my roofs.
So up here, up in New York, what they do is they rehabilitate foxes with chickens.
Yeah.
Like they rehabilitate them by feeding them chickens.
Mm-hmm.
So then what the foxes do is they go into people's yards and they take chickens, so that's what a lot of
I think the first time I ever saw like an actual live fox, because I mean we don't really have foxes in New Mexico unless they're in a zoo, but the first time I saw a live fox was here. And it was funny because it was when I was driving here. I was about 30 miles outside of Salina, going into Salina, and there was, I shit you not, a raccoon, a skunk, a fox, and a possum crossing the road all at the same time, like they were a little group. And I didn't recognize the fox, and I was like, "What the fuck is that? Why is it red? Why does it got? Oh, that tail is pretty, but what the fuck is?" And then I realized it was a fox.
Yeah.
And we had all sorts of, like, every kind of wildlife you could think out in the country when we lived at the old house. Like we had deer that would run across our yard. We had bucks that would mark our trees. We had.
You should have seen me the first time I saw deer down here because we have key deer. They're so tiny. They're like dogs with long legs. I grew up in Michigan, and our small deer were whitetails, which were one deer could feed a family for a winter.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, they could feed us for a couple of days, but you know that's because I've got a teenager.
Well, we have family of 4, so
I have like 3 people who live in my house, but it's like having a family of 6 because the other 2 eat for like 2 people each, 3 people each. But our deer here, they'll fuck your cars up.
Yeah.
When I lived back home, we had up in the mountains, we had deer, we had elk, and we had oryx. Now, oryx had been brought over from Africa, and they overpopulated the entire state of New Mexico, and they are very aggressive. Wow. And I've known multiple people that if they're driving down like I-25 or I-10, a fucking oryx will just ram right into their vehicle from the side of the road.
Isn't that the thing that looks like a deer but has straight horns?
They've got weird horns.
Yeah.
But yeah. Mm-hmm. Their coloring and their markings are beautiful, but they are aggressive as fuck.
Wow.
And they're small, aren't they?
Ish. They're about the size of a whitetail.
Whitetail? Okay.
Yeah. They're not as big as the elk.
I'm thinking of 2 different things and kind of put them together in my head.
Yeah, I think I am too.
Matter of fact, they have back home. You can be picked for a lifetime hunt, which means once in a lifetime you get picked to go do an oryx hunt. My granddad got picked every fucking year.
Wow.
Well, did he bag one year?
Every fucking year.
That's why
every
they picked
fucking
him.
year.
That's like my dad goes hunting. My dad is a terrible hunter. It's terrible.
Me too.
I don't think he's ever gotten anything. When I was 8, I bagged my first buck. It was
Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull one up. I don't know this guy from Adam, but this is actually somebody who bagged an oryx in New Mexico.
So it was legal, people.
Yes, it is legal. He had a license to do so. You have to have a license to do so in New Mexico. But that's what an oryx looks like.
Coffee cup? No. Wow. Okay. Oh, shit.
That's a big one, though.
Wow.
That's a big one.
They could literally put us on their fucking horn like a shish kebab and bake us over a bonfire. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, they could never clean their heads up.
No. Like, spend it right through your shitter, it'll come out your neck.
This is actually in the area that I grew up in, if that tells you anything. The mountains in the background are, that's the west side of the basin.
Wow.
That thing could feed us for a year.
That could feed us for about 2 months, probably. But yeah, so those are extremely aggressive, and they don't like vehicles.
What does they taste like?
They're gamey. They're kind of like a cross between venison or deer and elk, but they've got something else to them. They're super gamey though, but I never minded it. Like it was just.
I bet they made good sausage.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
My coworkers told me the other day that you know how people have like their facial expressions will just change in their eyebrows, like and you can tell they're like your whole face changes, Cameron. We can't read you, and I'm like, I don't know. And now I start looking at my own face.
Oh my gosh! You should have seen me when we first started doing this channel. I'd be rewatching, and I'm like, I really do have resting bitch face. I always thought it was a joke. I really do have resting bitch face.
I know sometimes I watch the replays and I'm like, is Vixie looking at me? Is she mad at me? What did I do?
No.
Am I looking
just y'all know? Just so y'all know, if I'm mad at you, I'll tell you.
Oh, she will. There was a video that I did that somebody had commented about my facial expression about how I looked kind of bitchy, and I was like, "Oh, my medication's finally working." And they're like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Oh,
she has a show called Cherry Rants. Of course, she's bitchy. Come on, that's okay."
Hello, Anita.
They said, "Well, well, hello. I said, well, that my medication for my RCF, and they said, well, what's RCF? I said, resting cunt face. It's worse than resting bitch face. But apparently, my medication's working because now I just have resting bitch
You
face.
downgraded.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
How are you?
Let's talk a minute about our giveaways.
Oh, I've got a video I got to put up for them.
A video for our giveaways? What did you come up
No,
with,
not a
Jerry?
video for our giveaways. A video to get Circle's attention. Which
So
I
like
still
an
haven't heard
advertising
anything
thing?
from Scrub Daddy from yesterday, so I'm just kind of like, maybe I'll give it till Tuesday before I absolutely give up on Scrub Daddy.
What the fuck, Scrub Daddy?
What the fuck?
Oh my
Wait
god.
a minute! I just
don't know
drank
what a
Dunkin'
Scrub
cold brew.
Daddy
I didn't even
is.
realize that it was delicious.
Was it?
It was absolutely
You
delicious.
don't know what a scrub daddy is.
Oh
don't
my
worry
Is that
goodness.
the
about
little
it.
smiley face sponge thing?
Yep.
Yes, they
Do you
have.
not have TikTok?
Jerry
They
has
have-
her own drawer
I do.
full of them.
I do. You gotta go watch my second to last video as of right now. And it shows they have magic erasers, but better with like their rough edges on one side and then the sponge on the other side. They have regular sponges. They have the Sponge Daddy, which where are you? You are dirty.
She
as
uses
shit.
one for a
Come here.
makeup brush cleaner.
Yeah, and that's what I talked about in the Sponge Daddy video was how I made it into a makeup brush. This is Scrub Daddy.
Talk about the things I
Yeah,
have.
I have. We use one for cleaning houses. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who clean houses
not
that
want
use
to know
this.
how much I paid for that.
Is it
And then
this
there's
one?
For this app, I absolutely was opposed to getting an air fryer because I thought they were the devil. I still refused to buy an Instapot. This was a
Wow.
gift for Christmas from my mother-in-law. This is the third air fryer.
Lexi,
that
how you
we have
doing,
in this house.
sweetheart?
Shit, you have 3 air fryers? Can you send me one?
Don't tell Sponge Daddy that
There's
I
the
stocked
Sponge
them,
Daddy.
Yeah,
pretty
that's the
regularly,
drawer with the
and I
Scrub
need to
Daddies, and
stock
that's
up.
actually I need to stock up. I've got scouring pads,
These are like
magic
magic
erasers,
erasers, but better.
regular sponges, and a
And I
sponge
only
mommy,
have one
and
scrub
then
mommy,
Sponge Daddy.
so I have to pick up more. And the scouring pads, fucking phenomenal.
They
And
work
these
amazing.
sponges,
Your business is
I only
taking
replace
off?
them like every 2.5 to 3
Why am I
months.
not getting comments?
Yep. And I got the recipe, so I don't have to buy that bottle
I'm
every
not
time I
seeing
turn
Vix's
around from
comments.
TikTok. Don't mind my grease jar. Oh,
Don't
hey,
mind my
you
grease
guys need
jar.
to go. Hi, Sponge Daddies.
I like this.
So
I
this
think I might
one's,
need one of these.
I paid $10 for
Like a
that.
strainer.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
like it.
It's on
That's
Amazon.
But for
cool.
limited space, and yes, I have another strainer. But I wanted this one to replace the strainer that was actually in the sink.
I like the whole putting the
Um,
sponges on it. Actually,
Those
You're
are
supposed
cool.
to use
I
this to
like
cook
those.
ground beef with.
Yeah.
I've got
for
such
years, and I'm
techniques
still
down
getting
with.
used
I have
to
a
it.
wooden spatula. I use.
Yeah,
It's a cheese grater,
Oh, look at that.
and it's
and it's
suction
suction
cups.
cups.
Eliza wants
Yeah.
one of those.
I do.
I looked when I bought mine.
Is that a juicer?
No,
It's
it's
a
a
grater.
cheese grater.
Yeah, they're
Sorry.
A cheese grater?
A cheese
Yeah.
grater and a
Yeah.
spiralizer.
Yarn.
Watch this.
And
Look at this.
when I finally get my actual craft room, this is going to be
There's not 32, by the way. There's only 30,
a very
but
small
28
version
are
of what I
full.
would
I
truly
recounted.
like. And I apologize.
Now
for
this
the
is
mess.
on TikTok,
But,
everybody.
I'm way too excited about this right now. I don't even know why.
Look at this.
I was like,
Those are
do
all full of
it.
yarn.
30, no, I'm
What the
sorry.
fuck is this? What am I looking at?
Those are storage
full of
cubes
yarn.
filled with yarn.
Storage
Speaking of
containers
yarn
for
toys.
yarn.
That was an as seen on TV knitting machine that
You
I
see
bought
it?
from Carrie Crafts again that I swore I was supposed to pull out like a year ago. And actually
If you
learned how
want
to
to
work
see
on.
it better, you can look on
This makes
Go to
chunky
my
yarn.
TikTok.
TikTok.
That makes
Two.
chunky yarn.
Yarn
I
winders.
hate that one.
That one. Not one intro. But two. And the loops and
The
threads
top one's
and
name is
the-
Frankenstein. It's parts.
I was
It's
thinking
that
I
doesn't
spent
work right anymore.
$650 on the Addy. And yes, I'm aware the prices have dropped since. Also, look at how awesome those pom-poms
Yeah, look at the
are.
pom-pom.
I love my
This
pom-poms.
is where it gets interesting. Don't mind the stickies. Those are
Oh,
coming
oh,
down.
watch
That's
this.
a
Look at
shower rod that has
Watch
baskets.
We used to do that.
And I have a
In
What?
party shower.
Look,
Thanks, TikTok.
there's a party.
It's the
fryer.
mineral shower head that,
I had
that
to
has
ask if it really
LEDs.
worked. I was curious. I'm like,
It does
did it
work,
really
actually. And I'm working on video number 2 as of right now, where I show the yarn holder that I bought from Michael's. It's got three different places to put yarn.
That is cool. I like.
It was like $25. I am not crying whatsoever. and it's sturdy. It's got like it's made out of metal, and the bottom is weight, so it doesn't move. Hi, Myrtle.
I used to use a paper towel roll thing.
Well, I've got a dual head yarn holder too, but one of them is fucked off. And then I've got one I bought at I think it was Hobby Lobby that's plastic, and I don't like that one.
Mostly what I use is bowls, like ceramic bowl, mixing bowl.
I've got a yarn bowl.
That's what I do. It's not even a yarn bowl. It doesn't have the little.
Well, no, I mean, use what you can or use what's convenient for you.
Yeah.
I didn't pay that much for my yarn bowl. It's a decent size. It's probably about so big, and it's got like ivory on the bottom.
My favorite one's like this big.
Yes.
Because the ball just kind of rolls and it never flies out.
But I talk about how I've bought a lot of patterns from crochet artists because of TikTok, because they have other social media platforms where you can buy their patterns. Little on the small businesses that I've bought from off of TikTok, because I'm all about small businesses. I'm actually right now in my Amazon cart, there's this thing, it's called the bug bite thing. And it's this little suction cup thing that you can put on a bug bite, especially like mosquito bites, and it pulls out what we call poison, which is actually the bug's saliva. And it's like it's like $8. And like it pulls the poison out so you don't have an allergic reaction.
Send me that link. I want one of those. I'm gonna get one of those.
And then I've got the pink stuff in there because everybody keeps raving about the pink stuff. So those will go in that video. Yeah, the pink stuff. Hold on.
That's like cleaning, right? Clean.
Yes.
Yes, we use that. I love it. I love the pink stuff.
Do you remember
I like that and the biofreeze.
Like when it used to come in the tubs before they put it into a bar.
Into a spray bottle?
No. Hold on. Lava soap.
Yeah.
Before they put it into a bar when it was still in the container and it was like.
Yeah, it was paste.
That's basically what the pink stuff is.
Yeah.
But you can use it for cleaning. I'll pull it up real quick.
Lava paste. We used to use that in the mechanic shop.
Yeah.
All I can think of is when you say
I use the paste and we use the spray.
Lotion.
Yeah, we used to use lava on like tools and stuff.
Yeah.
The paste.
My dad used to use it because he was a mechanic and he worked at Jeep. So, I mean.
Yeah, we had a workbench and stuff. And
this is the pink stuff. But when you open it up, it's like
pink stuff.
Yeah, it's like it's a very pale pink, but you can see that it's gritty, and you can see like it's people use it for cleaning all the time, and I've seen results from it, and that's the only reason I'm buying it is because there are actual results from it.
Oh,
so
that's not
how much
price.
is it?
That is $7.99.
$7.99. Okay.
And then the bug bite thing that from the actual company is $10. I found one on here for like $8, but I was like, And that's also the shirt that I decided I want to get, but I'm not getting it right now. But yeah, those two are going to because I saw them on Amazon, or I saw them on TikTok. So.
I still have that TikTok made me buy it thing. Audio on my.
Well, this is. I'm calling it things I have in my house because of TikTok, because it's not just stuff that TikTok has made me buy, but it is because of TikTok that I bought it.
Don't forget about our giveaways.
Yeah, I started to talk about giveaways and we went off on a tangent.
And then Sherry went off on a rant.
If you want to see me rant, go back to the first fucking episode of Cherry Rants.
Oh my goodness.
She had saved that up for a few years. The first one we have is Circle giveaway. And what you need to do is go to the description below. There's a link to buy us coffee. For every coffee you buy is an entry into the raffle.
Find the description. You click the little arrow. You click the little arrow and you find the description.
Click the little arrow and the description drops down. Rabbit had a hard time with this. We had to actually show him.
Oh yeah, I was losing my mind over this shit.
And I was just double checking to see if anybody bought any. If you do it if I get the notification during the show, you get a shout out during the show. If I get it after the show, you get a shout out during the next show. And also, you'll be entered to win. This one is from Eliza. It's one of the 22-ounce squeezy bottles.
Squeeze bottle.
Squeeze bottle. I don't know that squeeze bottle.
I will send you at least 2 sips. And
I like this
so yeah,
squeeze
and
bottle.
we're doing that.
Good.
When did we decide we were doing that?
June 1st.
The first.
How
So
am I the
Wednesday.
only
This
one that
Wednesday.
remembers this.
I don't know why I can't remember that one. I know 19th is the big one.
So, does anybody
the
in our
19th
group
is a
like
500
cologne
giveaway.
and perfume?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Does anybody in our group like cologne and perfume?
Nope.
I don't do a lot of perfume.
All right, because I
Not
have
when
a
you grow up
Scentbird
with
subscription, and I
fucking
get little bottles of perfume and cologne that I love. And I got this one called Pink Sugar, and it just literally smells like cotton candy, and I love it.
So my body chemistry doesn't like a lot of scents, and on top of that, I grew up in households where MLMs were huge, and that's how my grandmother and
What
my
are MLMs?
basically Avon and Mary Kay and
Okay.
anything where you have it's a pyramid scheme basically.
Yeah.
Isn't everything?
But because of things like Avon and Mary Kay, I don't like a lot of fragrances, and my body doesn't deal well with a lot of the chemicals that are in them.
I have to get going.
Okay, we love you already.
Love you guys.
Will you be here tonight?
All right, bye, Eliza.
I want to, but I'm not sure. So
Okay. We'll see you later. We love you.
Bye.
But there's one that I like, and it's in it's not a spray, and I don't even know if they make it anymore.
you're allowed to wear
it's called opium.
I'm gonna go ahead and go too, guys. My neighbor just got here, and it's getting noisy. All right, love you guys.
Love you, bye.
Thank you, bye. Hi, Uni. Your mom just left.
No, that's Latoya. That's
Oh, I'm
Megan.
sorry. I thought that was Uni.
It's not Lena. How you doing, Wonder Woman? Our other giveaway, we have hit our 500. We're actually at 520 right now, I think.
Yeah.
And so if you go back on 520 Dollhouse, you start there, and any comments you make on the posted videos, that means the live ones don't count, but the ones that are posted, you make for every comment you have an entry to win the loot box. The contest ends on the 19th after Bitches with Switches, and we will have a random generator, and people, you're fighting. I applaud your efforts. Keep going.
I didn't do a count last night because I was asleep, but yesterday morning, it looked like Myrtle was in the lead with it yesterday morning with 54.
So
comments.
she's booking it. You must be 18 or older. You must be subscribed to Planet Flipside, and you must be willing to give me a mailing address so I can send this to you.
It can be a PO box. It can be your
Whatever
home
you need it
address.
to
It
be.
could be a business address, as long as you're comfortable with it.
Myrtle, I want this box.
Right. But and then when my next circle comes in, my next auto ship comes in, I'll have a 22-ounce regular bottle with an orange comfort grip lid and 2 sips to go out to when we do our next circle raffle. I have a video that I'm going to put up on TikTok in the next couple of days, trying to get Circle's attention, letting them know, hey, we love you guys. We have brought you quite a bit of business within our own little group. And we know that the station isn't up to par for your influencer requirements yet, but we're getting there.
But hey, look at us.
Yeah.
You too, Duncan.
Yeah, I don't know how to get a hold of Duncan. I've tried on TikTok and it didn't work. I can get a hold of Michaels with no problem. They answer everybody. They apologized to me on a video where I was talking about Joann's and FedEx being assholes when I order yarn from Joann's and it takes 3 weeks to get here because FedEx takes it all over the country. And I don't know why Michael's got tagged in the video, but they were like, "We are so sorry that happened to you. Can we help you though?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can bring a Michael's to my area because I don't have one."
Yeah. Hey, Chrissy.
But I did actually, I don't think I'm going to get next month's Boxy Charm. I canceled it last night. So what I'm going to do is I'm looking at indie brands right now. And I think I'm going to take that money that I would normally pay for my Boxy and I'm going to put that into independent or small business makeup brands. Awesome. I was looking at Murder by Makeup last night.
Oh, I love their stuff.
And Hell Bites Beauty.
I like both of them.
Yeah.
At least I think I do. I've not used them. I love the look of their stuff is very
well. Makeup or Murder by Makeup actually has more than just the pigments that everybody has. Like they actually have some really cute stuff. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Where did it go? No, I don't want my Gmail, you asshole.
Well, Chrissy, you must have been tired. You needed it.
Makeup a murder, sorry.
Okay.
No, I don't want that right now.
Remember, we have Bitches with Switches tonight. Mario Kart. Look early if you wanna race with us. Look in early. See if anyone's started a room between 7 and 7:30. I suggest trying between 7 and 7:30 because it's crazy. It gets crazy.
Those are just the palettes that they have.
I love those
I want the burner phone and no signal so bad. It's not even funny.
No signal. Where's burner phone?
It's the last one on the right.
There we go.
It looks like a little flip phone too.
Oh, those are cool colors. Mm-hmm. I like all of those.
And those prices are actually really
crime
good.
Scene is like blah, whatever, but no, love it.
But everybody knows them because of their pigments.
Yes. Which I want all their pigments, all of them.
And their pigments are actually decent price. I mean, for the whole set, it's $43.
Yeah, I was gonna say they used to be $50.
Yeah. And then I mean they've got all sorts of stuff. They've got pastels, they've got neons, they've got
I want that big one that's just all of them. And the liquid.
They also have shimmers. The bundles are cute because, like, they just the way that they.
I was looking when the Toxic Waste eyeliner collection came out. I did look at it, and I do want it, but it's been out of stock for so long.
Is it out of stock? I didn't even notice. Oh, yeah, it is. It's all sold out right now. But I the aesthetic of it is adorable, and I love the.
I love the aesthetic, and I am an aesthetic hound.
Mm-hmm. And then Hell Bites Beauty has one palette that I want. It's called Cyber Goth.
Yes. I love that palette.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean, they've got a lot of really good products on their website, and I've scoured their Insta, but I really want the Cyber Goth palette. Thing about live shows, you can still rewind back to the beginning with the show progress bar, so you can watch it in real time, just delayed. Yep. And those aren't the only two that I want to explore. There are other indie brands. I need to sit down and talk with LC.
Yeah.
But I want to take that money since I no longer, and when I did my exit, they have, you can put a reason why. Mm-hmm. And I was like, so I've had to change. First of all, within 2 months of signing up, I was told that my box price was going to go up. Mm-hmm. And yes, I signed up because it was discounted prices. But I'm done getting skincare. I have enough skincare to last me 2 years. I don't use that much skincare. I signed up for makeup. And I'm tired of watching everybody else get really fun stuff. And I'm over here getting basic neutral shit.
Yep. I said the exact same thing on mine.
And I said in there, I was like, I've changed my my quizzes multiple times, and I'm still getting neutral basic shit with brands that I don't know what they are.
That I've never even heard of.
Right. And you guys are out here advertising brands that I know, but yet I'm not getting the brands that I picked.
Mm-hmm.
So BoxyCharm is no longer going to be a thing.
That and a few of the things I've had allergic reactions to.
Yeah. Like I have to be real careful. Like the first mascara that we got. Not that I can use mascara now, but I had a really adverse reaction to that mascara every night that I would put it on.
Yeah.
And then, like, I've had chemical reactions to some of the cleaners. There's been products I just didn't like, period. But I straight up said, if I wanted a skincare product line, I would have gone to a skincare subscription box.
Well, that, and I know what skincare line I want, so I just get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I like proactive. I just do. It works for me.
Yeah.
If I can afford it, I do it.
Now, granted, there are products that I've gotten that I do like from BoxyCharm, but I'm just tired of the neutral shit in the skincare, dude.
Yeah. I'm starting to get a whole bunch of stuff I don't use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm that type of person that if I open that box and I put it on my skin, I'm not going to give that to somebody else.
No. There's a few things that are in the box that came from BoxyCharm, but they are still shrunk wrap. I never opened them.
Right.
Because I just knew I wasn't going to ever use them.
Right. I know you did, Chrissy, but I'm a hard ass, and I do things the hard way, not the smart way. Okay? I think harder, not smarter.
Yeah, you did, Chrissy. I remember. But we had to try. Because we had this idea.
Well, not only that, but if I decide for a couple of months that I don't want to get something from an indie brand and they're, one of the makeup lines comes out with a PR package that I want, I can get the PR package. It's not a big deal. So.
And, if anybody wants to send me stuff.
Absolutely.
There's tons of stuff on my wish list. And I'd be more than willing to try it for you.
Mm-hmm. I gotta do yard work today, and it's windy as shit.
It's finally sunny today. Hopefully the kids chill out. The last 2 days have been raining off and on, off and on. When it rains off and on in Florida, it doesn't drizzle.
Right.
It gushes and then stops and gets really hot and humid, and then gush and floods and craziness, and the barometric pressure is all over the place.
Well, when we went to town yesterday, all of our rivers are up and we flooded. I'm hoping it doesn't rain for at least a couple of days because otherwise Kansas is going to flood again.
Do you have a airboat? Need an airboat.
When we lived out on the old property, there were little rowboats.
We had a rowboat in our yard in Michigan. People used to ask all the time why, and we're like, we live on the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
What? We have it upside down, like waiting.
Yeah.
People are like, why don't you just keep it at the dock?
It'll rust.
Well, it'll rust. Somebody will steal it. Animals will take up residence. And the dock is farther away from my home than my front porch.
Yeah.
If we flood, I need it.
Yeah.
People just don't get stuff.
No,
We saw an airboat
thank you, though.
on a trailer the other day when we were in the car, and I was trying to explain to the youngest that big fan
is what makes the boat go.
Pushes the boat across very, very
shallow
into
water.
Almost no water.
Yeah, no, right now we could use an airboat in Kansas because all of our wheat fields you can visibly see water.
I went on an airboat ride once. It was loud. They are very, very loud.
Yeah, you're sitting in front of a giant fan.
Yeah, but it's even louder than I thought it was going to be. There's no way you could have proper conversation. You need to know ASL to be on one of those things.
ASL or C. I gotta do yard work today. I gotta get those plants in the ground. Gotta mow the yard because it rained and now I've got grass in my yard again. I'm so used to being I grew up in the desert. Dude, I'm not even joking. Like, legitimately, I should probably mow my yard once a week, but I do it every other week. And
ours gets mowed once a week.
I grew up in an area where grass wasn't like you had to have grass brought in to put in your yard, and you had to take care of it, and otherwise you just had dirt in your yard. And here, you blink and you gotta mow your fucking grass.
We have to bring in dirt. If you're doing anything here, you have to buy dirt.
Yep. I told Justin, I was like, we buy a house, I'm zero-scaping the yard. And he's like, what? I was like, rocks and dirt. He said, why? I said, because then you don't got to mow.
I just say put in a pool.
That makes your property tax go up here.
Yeah, here too. It does everywhere, but that's okay. I have a pool. I want a pool. I had a pool once when I was renting in Orlando. We had a pool. I love that damn thing. I would swim every morning and every night.
Yeah.
I do laps every morning, every night. I loved it. I love swimming.
Well, here you can only theoretically use a pool 5 months a year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to have a pool 7 months that I can't use it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. It's time.
We'll see you guys tonight for Bitches with Switches Mario Kart.
Yeah. Love your faces. Bye.
Callie, bye.
It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.